Once again, I'm Mr. York, and here I am with Mrs. York, my mother, who is going to talk to us a little bit about today about her life and how it was different than my dad's because she had a more traditional college and career experience. So, to start off with, where did you go to school in high school?
In high school, I went to Alhambra High School.
And you graduated from Alhambra High School, and how did you do in high school? Did you do pretty well? Pretty good
Yeah,
student?
B minus, average, I guess.
A little bit better than dad. And and
Yes,
when you got out of high school, what did you want to do?
I wanted to go into police work, but my parents said that that was not an appropriate career for a young woman.
It's too indecorous.
And so I looked at the catalog there at the college, and we decided that dental assisting would be okay
So, which college was this?
at Pasadena City College.
So, you got out of Alhambra High School, you went to Pasadena City College, and how
Yes.
long was the program for dental assisting?
It was 2 years.
And so, were you the person that cleans people's teeth? Is that the.
No, that's a dental
Hygienist.
hygienist and still is.
And so, what did a dental assistant do?
Dental assistant set up the table for the doctor, stayed there to assist him if he needed anything. I mean, we weren't allowed to do fillings or give the shots or anything like that.
Did you like the job when you were doing it?
Yes,
And you like teeth?
it was okay.
If you had to do it again, given all the choices that you had at that time, was dental assisting still the best choice given all of the things that they said that you could do, secretary or whatever else was available at that time?
I think so because I took typing in high school and a little bit pre-high school, and I guess I'm not very coordinated in that direction.
How much further along in your life did it take before you actually started working for the West Covina Police Department? When did you start there?
I started there when I was 63.
When you were 63, you actually decided to go and work for the West Covina Police Department.
As a volunteer.
And you've been working with them for the last decade or so.
Yes.
If you would have been allowed to go to the academy, if they were hiring women back then, how do you think that would have worked out for you?
Well, working with the police department, I see how many different jobs there are for women.
Right.
That I had no idea about at that time. One of the things is forensics. There's a woman at the West Covina Police Department who does the forensic stuff, and it just looks really interesting.
In our local law enforcement, one of the jobs that women hold much of the time in the police department that's extremely difficult but extremely important is dispatch.
Oh, I don't know. Looking at it now, I did not think that that was something I could do, but maybe when I was younger it might have been.
You deal with young people all the time in your job, especially with the police department. You see young people around. If there's something that some wisdom you could impart to the next generation, what would you say to them?
Just here in my little area, I say hi to all of the kids. It kind of it seems to make them feel as if they're important. And the other thing is that it's important to, I was going to say, stick with what you choose and don't keep changing your mind. I see a lot of young people who don't give it a chance. You know, something happens and then they say, oh, I don't want to do this. And I think more people quit at the community college level than anywhere else.
So don't be discouraged. Don't be quick to quit. See things through and say hi to everybody so that you could be friendly, right?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for your time and get to work.
Yes, get to work.